Hi guys, Mosses Unlimited again. Just wanted to share another one of the mosses that we have. This particular variety is what we call a palm moss. Palm moss is a ground cover moss. It's very green and it's also a very thick moss. Usually texturally, palm moss will run you about 3 inches, 4 inches, somewhere in that range. It gets a little bit thinner, but for the most part, it's a thicker moss. One thing that's worth noting about palm moss though, unlike the other mosses that we sell, shag and the feather and the tree, palm moss tends to come in smaller clumps. We do get some bigger ones from time to time, but for the most part, they're not very big, and they have a tendency to want to come apart. So when I'm picking these, I'm looking for the ones that are the tightest. I'll try to take them home. I'll clean them up as best I can. I'll put them in a box, and then the customer can take them out. And if they're delicate with them, they can work with them. It's really a neat moss. People that do terrariums just eat this particular moss up, and I'll show you why. Because for one thing, it has a looseness to it here that you can take this apart and plant these in your terrariums, and a lot of our customers do this. They'll plant little batches of it, just a tiny little batch here, and they'll just take another patch, they'll tear it off, and they have like what looks like 2 or 3 little palm trees that they'll plant in there. And you know, you can go through the whole case this way and just tearing off these little bits and pieces, planting it in your terrarium or whatever the project you're working on, and you'll have some pretty neat moss that's growing that way. We don't dry this particular moss. This moss we send out fresh. Again, like all the mosses we deal in, it's all untreated. We don't do anything to our mosses. We don't want to put any pesticides in there. We don't want to put anything in there that's going to be harmful to the plant or to you, the customer. I'm not a person who believes in pesticides. I think we have enough chemicals that we don't need to be putting more on our products just to get rid of a few bugs. Will it have little critters in it? Yes. Palm moss will have little critters in it. Usually you might find little earthworms, roly-polies, earwigs, little things like that. So even if you do find them, just pick them out and throw them out. That's all we're going to do when we find them. We don't even worry about it. So if you want to buy some palm moss from us, you want to check it out, we really encourage you to visit our Etsy site, Moss Unlimited, or you can visit us at our website, mossesunlimited.com. We thank you so very much for your time and just visiting our YouTube channel. We'd like to encourage you to keep looking at our videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email, and we'll see if we can answer it. And if we can't find it, we'll see if we can find someone who can. Thank you for watching.